Okay, so for today's lesson, we are going to do solving linear and quadratic systems, but this time algebraically as opposed to graphically, which we did yesterday. So remember that the solution of a linear quadratic pair may consist of either 2 points, 1 point, or no points, but we're only going to be worrying about systems will have 2 points as their solution. So when you solve these things algebraically, you're going to be using the substitution method, our favorite one, I know. So we're going to use the substitution method. You're going to solve one equation for one of the variables. You can solve for either x or y for sure, but for some reason we tend to almost always solve for y here. So it's almost always going to be a y equals equation. In the substitution with two linears, it's x or y. You're going to substitute that equation into the other. You've got a quadratic, so you're going to have to set the equation equal to 0. You're going to have to factor the equation, and you're going to have to solve. And you're going to solve using either IAM, dots, or GCF. You're going to have to solve for the other variable at this point by substituting the values into either equation. But remember, you have two solutions, so you must do this process twice because of both solutions. Okay, so here's what's happening first. Find the solutions of each linear quadratic system. You've got both things solved for y already. So you know for sure that y has to be equal to itself. So one of the y's, I'll put the quadratic in first on the left. The other y, I'll put the linear one in on the right. Set the equation equal to 0. You're going to minus 2x from both sides. You're going to have to add 2 to both sides. This way, you're going to have nothing or 0 on the right. And then when you combine your like terms, x squared minus 1x minus 2 equal to 0. Now you just need to factor this one. This is IM. X minus 2, x plus 1 equal to 0. Draw your wall. This side, x value would be 2. This side, the x value is negative 1. So what that means is you've got the beginning of two solutions. You know that one solution is going to be 2 comma something, and the other solution is going to be negative 1 comma something. We've got to figure out what those somethings are. So either equation is going to work to figure out what's missing. I'm going to go for the linear. I think that's so much easier. Whoopsie, that's a 2x minus 2. When I plug in the first 2, in this case, when I plug in this guy first, I get 2 times 2 minus 2, or y equals 4 minus 2, or y equals 2. So this first order pair happens to be 2 comma 2. I'm going to come on this side just because I don't have that much room. When I take the second y value into the linear equation, you get y equals 2 times negative 1 minus 2. This becomes y equals negative 2 minus 2. Y equals negative 4. So a negative 1 is a x value. Negative 4 is your y value. Your solutions then are these 2 points. Those are solutions from all your work. Let's try another one. Y equals x squared plus 2x plus 1, y minus 5 equals 2x. I'm just going to take what this y is, and I'm going to dump it in for this. So x squared plus 2x plus 1 minus 5 equals 2x. Well, I've got to combine like terms. What that's going to do with me is leave me with this. X squared plus 2x minus 4 equals 2x. Bring the 2x from the right to the left. This way I'm setting the equation equal to 0. This is a dots. X minus 2, x plus 2. Drop your wall. X equals 2. X equals negative 2. So my solutions is going to be 2 comma something and negative 2 comma something. Well, let's figure out what that is. I'm going to go into my linear. The linear equation is y minus 5 equals 2x. Y minus 5 equals 2x. The first x I'm going to put in there is 2. And then you get y minus 5 equals 4. Add 5, y equals 9. So 2 comma 9 is 1. Let's go for the next one. Y minus 5 equals 2x. Negative 2 is that x. Y minus 5 equals negative 4. Plus 5 plus 5. Y equals 1. So the two solutions are right here, 2 comma 9 and 2 comma 1. Negative 2 comma 1, sorry. One more to go. Oops, wrong way. Alrighty, so we've got y equals x squared plus 4x plus 1, and we've got y equals 2x plus 1. We've got y equals y. I'll put the quadratic on the left and the linear on the right. I'm going to bring everything to the left-hand side to set my equation equal to 0. What we're left with here is x squared plus 2x. The 1's canceled out. So now I'm left with a GCF, x parentheses x plus 2, draw the wall, x is 0, or x is negative 2. So I've got the beginning of my solutions. I've got 0 comma something and negative 2 comma something. Go back into my linear. It's probably the easiest one. Y equals 2 times x plus 1. When x is 0, y just equals 1, right? Because 2 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. Y equals 2x plus 1. Now when negative 2 gets plugged in, I get y equals negative 4 plus 1. Y equals negative 3. So there are my two solutions. 0, negative 1. I'm sorry, 0, 1, and negative 2, negative 3. All right, so you should be good for the homework. Good luck.